horsepower, there's none on the other side. But all of that being thrown out of the window. We're going to be hopping into the land of dawn for this first semi-finals. Game number 1. My boys, it's iQOO Revenant X Park taking on True Rippers. Let's see which one of them gets the win.
Well, we're going to find out, of course, both starting from both junglers mirroring each other and finding a way to get to the top side. I think that's going to be the target, probably the goal lane in this aspect. You want to give Jom as well as Kyle as much time as possible in this game, right?
There we go. They get a lot of time. We've got 29 minutes of stuff out. But yeah, I agree. And one of the main reasons why out here we are seeing both of these teams start from the southern part of the map is probably because we will see the litho there. And now if you're running with something that is more of a utility into the jungle, maybe the Fred, maybe sometimes you have the Boxia, and there is someone with a better execution line on the other side, you tend to give up on the litho and you move towards the other part of the map to try and steal some other camp away. But considering you've got the Suyu Blade Surge, you've also got the momentum of the Leo mode, so they both will try to get their hands on that neutral. Which kind of puts us off of that, moving into stealing away the Beetle as well as the Bear Crab department, right?
I think when it comes to the Gold Crab, you know for a fact that Harrod's going to win that. We've had this conversation a lot of times before. I think Jo aaj dekh rahe hain, like it's very simple. Harrod doesn't lose the Gold Crab. Like it's almost close to impossible for him to lose it. So at this point, you know for a fact that Harrod's going to have a good time. But hey, it's going to be the EXP rotation that they're looking to make. Unlock Rehansha, unlock Mirio as quickly as possible.
Same down to that first turtle though. Very emblems ke upar bhi nazar dale, so no difference there. Master Assassin, Kyle ke paas, just to get that extra bit of damage. Both the junglers with the same marksman emblem which we've been talking about. एक डिफरेंस इस बार रेहान का जो वो फोबियस खेल रहा है वर्सेस जो नॉर्मली हम मीरियो की तरफ से देखते हैं, it is that very last emblem passive, right? We've got the concussive blast for Rehan.
Oh no. Already going to the dark wave. Cram got taken a lot of damage. And you can tell already RNTX are taking this slower. They don't want to push the limit.
Just like the game 2 with Autobots. And now, horse?
Nah, he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right.
Fine. A bit of a poke there. A bit of a poke. But all right, it's okay. The Sandman doing his own things. Now, finally, coming back to the same point. Rehan running with a concussive blast, wants to clear the wave quickly. Mirio on the other hand, वो Brave Smite के साथ जाते हैं, just to make sure that he is getting a lot more sustain in those team fights. That is the only difference. But अब देखना वो ये कि कैसे ये translate होता है game के अंदर, because out there in mid right now, since you're almost above the turtle, this fight could be crucial.
It is looking like it's going to be crucial. It is important, of course. RNTX able to take control of this turtle pit, and at this point, I think TR are trying to go and contest. They do have the Phantom Seed, so that's going to be super important. Joseph looking to get the Sever down. You can see the Seed comes out early on. Kimmy goes in, trying to zone Joseph away. Retribution to the hands of Joseph, able to secure that turtle. Rehancha going to the back line. First blood, and take Joseph down. Dark Wave coming in, but it looks like they're going to get another to follow. Mirror is going to be down and out. They find 2 on the board. And now all of a sudden, that turtle is not looking so good for RNTX.
Good pick off coming in from True Rippers, and with that they instantly try to capitalize on in the jungle of Joseph, sailing away with the bear as well as the beetle. और ये वो coordination थी जो मुझे True Rippers से देखनी थी, and this is the reason why they're so strong. You do not give the Jushin to Asuna. It's just a very different style of Jushin that we normally see as compared to what Peter normally plays, right? It's just that coordination that comes in between him and Kimmy versus Peter and Rudius. It's just miles ahead right now what True Rippers are doing.
Hey man, Rudius and Peter just weren't able to pull off this Jushin that we would like to see. And Asuna is very aggressive, and so is the Eons. Goes over the Steed, able to not get that Lethal Wanderer, but Joseph makes it out of harm's way. It's a slow game so far, calculated, methodical. Nobody wants to make a mistake.
Oh, Kyle. He's going to have his own fun time with the speedy light fields though, but with the position of RNTX, they will get the gold shield down from bottom lane.
Yeah, you can see at the same time they're able to drop the Zaman Force, get a lot of damage down to the gold shield, like you mentioned, Scared. But on the top
Totally.
side, I want to see Eons make a couple of plays, right? If you're a TR, but if you're RNTX, Joseph is having a good game. He's just not able to get into the face of the opposition. You want Witch to start popping off. You want those glooms to dish out more damage.
And that is one of the main ideas of what RNTX want to do with right now. Get Jom activated early, get Witch activated early, and then play around with that magic damage, with that range, with that mobility. That's what's happening right now. It's fine though. Cramgod is just gonna heal himself back up by eating away that sand, but this turtle, now we go for the main control of mid-game.
Yeah, I think the turtle is going to be super important. Of course, it is the second turtle of the game. TR looking super strong with it. Rehansha does hit his power spike, but at the same time, Kimi does have the glorious pathway. Asuna with the sprint this time wants to go in, and I want to see an aggressive beacon coming out as well. The seed comes up, but at the same time, you see a lot of damage being dished down. They go in, able to secure the turtle is Witch, and all hell breaks loose. Kimi pops to revitalize, trying to survive, but look at Asuna into the back line, takes down Joseph. And now looking to get another Cram Guard down and off for the count. Mirio finds a double. Looking to get a third. Kyle comes into the picture. And now Jom able to take down one. And they get three for the price of three. It's a trade that is even. But RNTX were able to get the turtle. And now they want to convert this into some tower structures.
Man, I'd have to say, if there is one person who can aura farm on a frickin' carry, by throwing out the speedy light wheels and then just standing and doing nothing, it is Kyle. You did that with Yahiko back in the league stages, and that has been one of the most famous clips of MLMS, and now you're kind of doing the same thing with Witch. मैंने जैसे ही notice किया Witch को भागते हुए, I thought maybe Kyle ने अपना वो flicker waste कर दिया है, and he's not able to get those two basic attacks in. But it was just that the basic attacks reached Witch pretty slow. But the damage was there. He was just down to 1 HP. Good trades coming in from True Rippers. So वो जो control RNTX के लेने की कोशिश थी, अभी तक नहीं दिया है. That's why the gold is still even.
Yeah, the gold is still even. I think Jom able to get the kill also is looking a little dangerous. Rehansha taking a lot of damage. Mirio gets on top of it as well. Nice split coming through, but he's here. The flicker, making sure they pull them back. Cramgod and Joseph in place. Kimi's there trying to make a sandwich out of them as well. Asuna super aggressive on this Jushin, as he should play this hero. Meanwhile, on bot side, Eon's able to get a split going.
Yeah, he's just doing his own thing right now on that Leo mode. He'll be able to get that too. And I believe in सबका एक key factor था Rehan. Onto that first turtle itself, when he was playing the Phobius, you saw him. Yes, Joseph picked up the turtle, but he could not run away with his life. He was taken down instantly. And then after that, in the second turtle, Witch ने turtle लिया था, but Joseph उसके बाद भी survive नहीं कर पाए. So when it comes to the neutral objectives, Rehan is not giving a single room to Joseph to breathe, which has been a big problem right now.
Yeah, and speaking of this problem, look at the steep coming out from Eons as well. Looking to dive onto 4 members. Glorious Panther coming out at the same time. Eons goes in. Rehansha trying to buy some time, but Glue is on top of them. But they get Mirio instead. Jom able to pick up Rehansha. And Eons finds a double. Gets a third. It's a triple. And True Rippers are looking to rip through RNTX right now. Witch with the black shoes goes back, but look at Asuna right dropping down the lantern flare. Takes a little too much damage and pays the price, but they do get 4 for the price of 2, along with the turtle and possibly a jungle crypt to follow, maybe even the mid-tier 1.
This could very well be a conversion of the game as they continue.
Oh, they go in, indeed. There's the seed coming out, but they're able to get the tier 1 in the mid lane. The glorious pathway. Kimi is not shying away from using it.
I mean, he's just spamming it down right now. It's the same thing that we normally talk about with the Terizla, right? Or that we used to talk about. Full HP, no mana. That's the same case with this high loss, though. But here's the fun fact. You do not need the mana to use the glorious pathway. You can just spam it down whenever you want. Eons, though.
Oh, I don't think he's in a good position. Cramdot wants to go in. You can see the Raging Sandstorm coming out as well, but at the same time, Blade Surge. And that Zaman Force dropping down. But they trade one back instead, and now all of a sudden, it's not looking good. Kimi goes with the Glorious Pathway. Witch coming in from behind. Asuna trying to buy some time. Beacon comes out, trying to get it away. But look at the top side scare. Look at the top side. Yes, they get the kill, but the push is on. True Rippers are playing the map.
And that is the far lane as well. The Lord will pop up in the bottom side of the map. Major advantage coming in though, but I still feel this was a little bit unneeded from the side of True Rippers. वो एक additional idea to try and punish Jom क्योंकि सामान force नहीं है उसके पास. That kind of backfired onto them. But looking at the items right now, they're far ahead, except Interesting. No Stallion side for Jom. He prioritized the Feather of Heaven into the Divine Glaive. Now, the reason why I kind of like that is you have a lot more dashes on your Zaman Force. You can dash around very quickly. And अगर आप पहला item Feather of Heaven जाते हो, तो सामने वाली team Chastise Pauldron नहीं बना पाती है. It is not completed. That's why he kind of took his own time. And then added a Divine Glaive as well, क्योंकि अगर Radiant आया तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Now he's got the Stallion Scythe as well. So this could be the big win condition iQOO Revenant Spark were looking for.
He's 203, man. He's 203. He found a way to get the items rolling. And the problem with Kyle on this carry, he needs the space. He needs that Malefic gun to pop off. Lord already being the focal point now for both these teams. You can see the top side crashing in. I think TR wants to get this Lord, but RNTX are willing to give up the inhibitor on the top side for it. They go in, look at that Kyle going in. A lot of damage being dished out. Rehan trying to buy some time, zoning them away. 15,000 HP on the Lord. They go into the Phantom Steed and now looking to take down Cramgod. He gets melted. Zaman Force dropped down. Jom is dashing around, trying to buy some time, but Joseph gets taken out. Eon secures the Lord. Kimmy is going to be the sacrifice for Rehan Shah. The back line finds a double. Mirio's going to be next on the chopping block. Gets taken down. Another 4 members down and out, and True Rippers are finding RNTX members left, right, and center.
Color me impressed, man, but Rehan is playing out of his mind right now on this EXP lane. The amount of space that he's creating, and the only reason why Joseph cannot do anything is because there's a damn Phobius with a freaking abyssal monolith on his face.
Yeah, and he keeps going for it as well. Infernal Pursuit after Infernal Pursuit. Look at it. They get the 2 inhibitors before the Lord even comes in. But Jom trying to make a big play with the help of Zaman Force. Dashing around is not going to be enough. Lord is already at the base crystal. Kimmy's trying to make his way in. He doesn't have the revitalized 20 seconds. The Lord is still looking healthy. The waves are not present to maximize speed. Comes out looking to get Joseph. Uses Blade Surge to get away. Glorious path to cut off from Kimmy at the same time. Mirio taking a lot of damage. What a dark wave. Catching 2 members. And you can see Eons gets taken down. Joseph finds a double, but Kyle is online, melting them down through like butter. But RNTX still live to fight for another couple of minutes as Joseph able to come online.
Fantastic punish coming in from Joseph as well as the entire RNTX. Halka sa bait karaya Rehan ko into that tower, made sure that he gets a couple of tower shots and then went in for that burst with the Blade Surge. इसी चीज की स्पेस अभी तक जोसेफ को मिल नहीं रही थी, which he was finally able to pull back. And on the back of it, they were able to get this defense up. But again, the tough thing is the Lord will be down in the bottom side. Kyle has picked up the Rose Gold Meteor as well. That means all the core items for this dude on the carry are completed. Less than 12 minutes, I'm pretty sure he's got the full build, if not just one more item. And interesting though, Kronos, you said that the Malefic gun is more important for a carry to have that extra bit of range, but I think so this dude does not even care. And the anchor for that kind of play is Rehan and Kimmy.
The front line, right? The front line is absolutely insane at this point for True Rippers, and RNTX need to find a way to get there. Cramgod's not having a great game at all. Kyle on this carry is a monster. He's scary. You know, his carry is scary. Hey, put a ring to it, call it a jingle. But I think True Rippers at this point are slowly pushing away. And unfortunate for RNTX, even RNG is not in their favor, right? The Lord is on the bot side. The one wave or the one lane that they need to be pushing in is the top side because they don't have an inhibitor. And you know True Rippers can really just wait it out. They can play the long game for this Lord. The Lord dance is going to be on their favor.
I don't know what RNTX can eventually do right now to try and equalize that. The only good thing is Joseph is level 13. Do they want to collapse though? They wanted to pick a small timing by seeing Eons in the top lane, understanding that there'd be one more person with him at least. So maybe get that space towards the Lord. Hold on, Asuna.
Oh, taking on super low, regens his HP back up. But look at Kyle. Look at Kyle's position. I don't know if it's wise for him to do so. Asuna needs to be there, not to recall. Eons goes in, gets a little aggressive with the steed. Lord, 42,000 HP. They don't want to get it started, and I think this is going to be good news for RNTX. But look at the top side crashing in. They're playing with fire. The gamble is on. Witch has to go back, and now all of a sudden, True Rippers look like they're going to be able to secure this usual objective. Mirio goes in, tries to buy some time, but Dota is Rehan Shah bouncing around. As the Zaman Force drop down, they get Kimmy in the process. Retribution secures the Lord, and all of a sudden, True Rippers are looking strong as they buy enough time for Kimmy to even come back.
And there's enough time as well onto the clock right now for Kimi to hop back, which you rightfully mentioned. The wave will hop in at 14-11. और उस सबसे पहले किमी वापस आ जाएंगे इस फाइट के अंदर. रिवाइटलाइज दो वो आएगा या नहीं, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. क्योंकि लॉर्ड मिड से मार्च करेगा, राइट? सो बाय द टाइम इट क्रैशेस onto the crystal, I believe there'd be a few 10 something seconds left onto that one, but I don't think so. They really care about it. Level 11 Mirio, level 12 Cramgod, they're not able to sustain what Kyle has to offer, which has been one of the big problems for RNTX. Their front line isn't just as beefy.
It's not as beefy as you'd like, but who's going to be beefy in front of a carry, right? Which the Glooms are popping a little too late, so the Lord's not taking down as much as they'd like to. Here comes the seed from Eon, so aggressive. At the same time, Joseph has to get back right now, trying to get a clear. Goes in, Soul Sever, but you can see the Dark Wave catching Joseph off guard. Kyle's able to get that kill. A massive shutdown onto Joseph, as well as Jome, and they find a double. And now the base crystal is exposed, which is the only one left standing, but True Rippers are ripping through the roster of RNTX. They find game number 1 in this series.